One of the things our audience may not know is how the color changes involved in chemistry play a role in educational toys. One educational toy that involves color changes are changeable markers. We have taken some of these markers and made marks on paper here, and we're going to expose them to some other chemicals and see what kind of color changes we can see. In addition to that, we have rubbings of red cabbage, turmeric, radishes, and beets on the paper here. We used just rubbing of the plant material itself, but you can pulverize that and make a solution and paint that on there if you would like. Joyce, why don't you use the color change wand on these color markers and we'll see what happens. Notice how, as Joyce puts the color change wand on the changeable marker, you can see the various colors for the second dye appear on there. Let's see what happens when we do the same thing to the plant rubbings. You notice how the turmeric turns orange and the cabbage turns a blue-green. You see a slight change in the radish and the beets, but not nearly as great. There's probably some type of indicator in here. Joyce, let's take some of that base that we were working with before. It's probably ammonia, and we'll try that out and see what kind of changes we get when we use a basic solution on these colors. Oh, look at that. So we can see some of the color change markers are sensitive to pH changes. Use the pH wand and see what the pH of the magic wand is, the color change wand. Okay, let's hold that up to the scale. Yep, we've got a pH change in the blue range, so it's around 12 or 13, so it's a pretty basic condition in the color change wand. Not really getting much of a reaction, so these are probably only sensitive on the high pH side. Notice what happens with the plant rubbings is the bleach is so powerful that it even takes all of the color out of there. And if you notice here on a number of the color markers, you can see that it not only took out the top color and the undercolor showed up, but now you can also see that it was powerful enough to bleach through the undercolor, and it would go ahead and just show up the basic paper color itself. And this is important because that's what bleach is supposed to do, take colors out of things. You notice that both on the red cabbage and on the radish, the reducing agent in effect took the color out of there. Oxidizing agents in a limited sense are those chemicals that react with other chemicals and give up oxygen easily. And reducing chemicals are those chemicals that react with other material and take up oxygen very easily. This sodium metabisulfite that we were talking about here, that has some practical application because that's quite often applied to salad leaves in a salad bar because it will react with the oxygen in the air before the leaf can go ahead and be oxidized and turn brown. Yes, it would probably be real helpful, teachers, if you had maybe some of your students try other chemicals like lemon juice,
baking soda, there's soda pop. There are a lot of different examples of acids and bases around the home.